மறுவார்த்தை பேசாதே மடி மீது நீ தூங்கிடு இமை போல நான் காக்க கனவாய் நீ மாறிடு மயில் தோகை போலே விரலுன்னை வருடும் மனப்பாடமாய் உரையாடல் நிகழும். வணக்கம். How are you guys doing? Good. Happy to see all you here. எனக்கு என்னன்னா, I think music ஒரு பவர்ஃபுல்லான டூல் to spread positivity, to spread love. And இப்போ இந்த டைமில் I think it's the most important tool to spread love. My thanks to Noise and Grains for putting this together. It's going to be one of the most memorable shows for me and my band. I'm sure for everyone that's there and for all of you. Again, thank you so much. Chennai தான் என்னோட ஹோம். இங்கே தான் நான் சென்னையில் பிறந்தேன். I grew up in the US, but I always feel like my roots are here. In the city has accepted me, given me so much love. So this show is our way to give back to the people of Chennai. We can't wait, and it's going to be full of music, love, and great energy.
சார், மொத்தம் எத்தனை பாட்டு பாட போகிறீங்க? என்னென்ன லாங்குவேஜ்?
எத்தனை பாட்டுனா, the show will go for about 3 hours. ஸோ அந்த டைமில் எவ்வளோ பாட்டு பாட முடியுமோ அவ்வளோ பாட்டு. ஸோ மேபி around 30-35 songs. Languages will span all my languages, mostly Tamil, lots of Telugu, some Malayalam songs I've sung, maybe 1 or 2 Hindi songs, but mostly Tamil, Telugu, and then those few Malayalam songs. Now I've also done a lot of compositions in English, so we'll throw in a couple of those, so it'll span.
ஏதாவது ஹைலைட்ஸ் இருக்கா? அவங்க கூட வேறு யார் பாடுறாங்க?
We're planning now, so everyone will see when the show happens.
சார், சீனியர் சிங்கர்ஸ் யாராவது உங்கள் கூட பாட போகிறாங்களா?
அது தெரியல. We're just in the process of conceptualizing the show. Possibly, hopefully, maybe that'll be nice.
ஓகே. இதில் வந்து உங்கள் பாடல்கள் மட்டும் பாட போகிறீங்களா, இல்லை மற்ற இசையமைப்பாளர்கள் இசையமைத்த பாடல்கள்லாம் பாட போகிறீங்களா?
இல்லை, வேறு சாங்ஸ்லாம் இருக்கும். ஸோ என்னோட ஷோஸ் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, it'll have my songs I've sung for film, and besides that, எனக்கு என்ன சாங்ஸ் நிறையா பிடிச்சிருக்குன்னு, லைக் நிலா காய்கிறது we sing a lot. Lots of A.R. songs from the 90s are some of my favorite songs, so அது mostly இருக்கும். And we'll try some new things as well. Couple songs we've never performed before will also premiere here of a bit.
ஓகே. பொதுவாக இது போன்ற ஒரு நிகழ்ச்சிகள்லாம் வந்து வெளிநாட்டு கலைஞர்களுக்கு வந்து அதிகமான வாய்ப்புகள் தருவாங்க. நீங்கள் எப்படி, அதாவது மியூசிஷியன் சைடில்?
மியூசிஷியன் சைடில் என்னோட பேண்ட் செட், I perform with the same band every time. 2016லேருந்து இந்த ஒரே பேண்ட் தான். So they're like my brothers, they're like my family, and we perform together, so we have that chemistry on stage together. So it'll be the same band as always.
ஓகே. நீங்கள் இப்போ சமீப காலமாக வந்து நாட்டுப்புற கலைஞர்கள்லாம் குரல் கொடுத்துட்டு வரீங்க. இந்த இப்போ பாட போகிற நிகழ்ச்சியில் அவங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது வாய்ப்புகள் கொடுக்க போகிறீங்களா? அந்த மாதிரி பாடல்கள்லாம் பாட இருக்கிறீங்களா?
Definitely. Again, who we're going to bring on stage, who else will be there with me, we're still deciding, but it will definitely highlight that as well. அது சொல்லலாம்
சார். ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு
மறுவார்த்தை பேசாதே மடி மீது நீ தூங்கிடு இமை போல நான் காக்க கனவாய் நீ மாறிடு மயில் தோகை போலே விரலுன்னை வருடும் மனப்பாடமாய் உரையாடல் நிகழும் விழிநீரும் வீணாக இமை தாண்ட கூடாதன துளியாக நான் சேர்த்தேன் கடலாக கண்ணானதே மறந்தாலும் நான் உன்னை நினைக்காத நாளில்லையே பிரிந்தாலும் என் அன்பு ஒரு போதும் பொய்யில்லையே. தேங்க்யூ.
மியூசிக் டைரக்டர் ஆறீங்க நாளைக்கு மணிக்கு சார். இது அந்த சாங் வந்து கச்சேரியில் இருக்கும்?
டெஃபினட்டாக இருக்கும். ஒரு I don't know which songs, but we're going to definitely include some of those songs from that album. Very excited. Tomorrow, Banam Kottatum album is coming out, so my first debut as a music composer. On the time lay, the show is happening, so it feels like many blessings are happening at one time. So we'll definitely perform a few of those songs as well.
As an independent musician,
Yeah.
so every independent musician wants a love from people. So you're doing a lot of stage shows. How do you feel now about response from the audience? Because a lot of people fall in love with you.
It's a blessing. I started releasing music in 2009 through YouTube. I was in college, so I was making music in my dorm room in Boston. And when I was doing that, I was just doing it because I loved the music and I wanted to get my voice out. So in the journey, Ipti Pohona, I never actually, it's surpassed my dreams. And to be able to have the love of the fans to perform in front of thousands of people, and it's beautiful. And one thing I'll say is, even to this day, that same love, that same passion for music that was there when I was a college student in the dorm room, it's still there now. It's only grown. So it's a blessing. I'm humbled, and I'll also say, even though I've been in the industry now for 8 years, it still feels like it's just the beginning. There's so much more that's to come.
இந்த வாய்ஸ்க்கு நிறைய பேர் இந்த மாதிரி சித் ஸ்ரீராம் ஆருங்காங்க, இந்த மாதிரி வாய்ஸ்னாங்க. இந்த வாய்ஸ் வர்றதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணணும்? நிறைய பாடகர்கள் இருக்காங்க, நிறைய டிவியில் பாடிட்டு இருக்காங்க. டிப்ஸாக சொல்லுங்கள், என்ன பண்ணணும்?
நான் முன்னாலே சொன்னேன், இந்த என்னோட வாய்ஸ்க்கு நான் ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டி எடுத்துக்க முடியாது. ஏன்னா that's something that you're born with. So I don't say, I can't take responsibility for the voice itself. But for upcoming singers, aspiring musicians, two things I'll say. The biggest thing first is hard work. To this day, I practice Carnatic music for about 2.5 hours every day, as long as I'm not traveling. And that's not to say everyone has to sing only Carnatic music, but practice whatever your mode of music training is. Practice every day. That's the biggest thing. Nothing replaces that. Second is, don't chase fame. Chase excellence. Just 2012 அடியே வந்தது எனக்கு. அதுக்கப்புறம் 2014 என்னோட நீந்தால். Both songs I got to sing for my guru Rahman sir. But அதுக்கப்புறமே there was not many songs happening. It was just kind of slow-ஆ போயிட்டு இருந்தது. அந்த டைமில் நான் என்ன பண்ணேன்னா, I just made sure every day I practiced, every day I made music, I was composing every day, I was dedicating myself to my craft. And because I fell in love with the process of singing, with practicing, with making music, then things started clicking for me. So fall in love with the music, not with the fame, or don't idealize the fame. Idealize wanting to become the best musician you can be. That's 2. And then 3, don't try to be like other people. Don't imitate others. Find your own voice, find your own vision, and go after that with a fiery passion. I think these 3 things, any young or old upcoming musician, there's no age. You can be 50 and still decide you want to sing or whatever. So whatever the age it is, if you're starting off, just these 3 things is what I would say.
Sid,
Where are we?
ஸோ ரஹ்மான் சார் வந்து நிறைய இம்ப்ரோவைஸ் பண்ண அலோவ் பண்ணுவாங்க சிங்கர்ஸை. இப்போ ராஜா சார் கூட நீங்கள் சைக்கோ சாங் பண்ணியிருந்தீங்க. ஸோ அதில் வந்து அவர் பர்டிகுலராக அந்த டியூனில் நீங்கள் கரெக்டாக பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி டிமாண்ட் பண்ணுவாருங்கிற மாதிரி நிறைய சிங்கர்ஸ் சொல்லியிருந்தாங்க. ஸோ ஹவு இஸ் த எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் ஒர்க்கிங் வித் ராஜா சார்?
ஒரு கரெக்ஷன் இல்லை, ரஹ்மான் சார் இம்ப்ரவைஸ் இல்லை.
ஓகே,
அவர் என்ன பண்ணுவார்னா, he knows exactly what he needs, so he'll give you different ideas to try. So அந்த விதத்தில் ரெக்கார்டிங் பண்ணச்சா it won't be a set, this is it. He'll have different ideas. நான் அங்கே போச்சா நான் இதை ட்ரை பண்ணுறேன் சார், அதெல்லாம் no chance. He is at the top of the mountain, I'm climbing the mountain. So that's what he will say. Because he's letting this composition evolve in the studio. He has a multitude of ideas. So these are all ideas coming from AR sir, not coming from the singer ever, including myself. That's one correction. 2, with Raja sir, he knows exactly, instead of letting it evolve in the recording, he's already envisioned every last detail of the song. So that is set before the recording starts, and then we record it. So in that way it's different. But in the specificity of what each of these legends wants, that's the same. They know exactly what they want, and they have their different processes of getting it. That's the only difference. கண்ணான கண்ணே கண்ணான கண்ணே என் மீது சாயவா, பொன்னான நன்றி பொன்னான கையால் பூ போல நீவா, நான் காத்து நின்றேன் காலங்கள் தோறும் உன் ஏக்கம் தீருமா, கண்ணீராய் மேகம் தூரும் கண்ணீர் சேரும் கற்கண்டாய் மாறுமா, ஆராரிராரோ ராரோ ராரோ ஆராரிராரோ ஆராரிராரோ ராரோ ராரோ ஆராரிராரோ ஆராரிராரோ ராரோ ராரோ ஆராரிராரோ ஆராரிராரோ ராரோ ராரோ ஆராரிராரோ, கண்ணான கண்ணே கண்ணான கண்ணே.
And yeah, Sid. Yeah, Sid, like நீங்கள் பாடுற almost 99% of songs எல்லாமே பெரிய chart buster ஆயிடுது. So like when you get into a recording for a new song, does this add some burden of responsibility or extra pressure to live up to your own benchmark?
No, I don't think so. Every song is different. And they're isolated experiences that are not related to the previous song at all. I try not to. I don't even really check like charts and stuff anymore now. Maybe like 2-3 years ago I did, but now I never want to get caught up in my own hype, so I try to ignore all that stuff, because the minute that happens, then I'll start having that pressure you're talking about. So it's just every song is a new experience, every song is its own world, and the composer has their vision for the song. So the only thing I think about when I go into a recording is what does the composer expect of me? How can I give my heart and my own DNA to this song to give it my life? So in that way, and I don't think Padacha, perform panacha, compose panacha, I don't think about anything. I try to turn my mind off, so I'm blank and I'm just as present in that moment as possible. The minute I start thinking about, oh, is this song gonna do well? Will this be as big as my last song? Then the magic leaves the room, because music is not from here; it's from elsewhere. So I try just to keep my mind shut and let the music just channel through me and do what it has to do.
ஒன் மோர் லைக் உங்களோட சாங்ஸ் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எல்லாம் இந்த மெலோடி ஆர் கொஞ்சம் வெஸ்டர்ன் டச்சில் இருக்கிற சாங்ஸாக நிறையா வந்திருக்கு. லைக் இந்த மாதிரி லோக்கல் ஃபோக் குத்து அந்த மாதிரி ஜானர்ஸ் இல்லாமல் லைக் டு யூ ஹேவ் தட் இன்ஸ்டிங் டு?
Yeah, one of the songs I sang for Raja sir from Tamil Rasan, Vijay Antony's movie, is a folk song. It's my first one, I think, and I love the way that song sounds. So I think there'll be more.
Hi, Sid. You are a singer and now a music director.
Yes.
Any plans to act in movies?
No, not right now. No, I don't think so. I've kind of dedicated my life to music. He's saying we should. Rahman sir. Rahman sir. Yeah, his voice is a gift to the universe. Yeah, I don't know. I won't say never, but I'm also not really a good actor. Cameras make me a little nervous. So I say that as there's all these cameras here. But no, not for now. Right now, music and only music. இப்போதான் நான் மியூசிக் டைரக்ஷனில் வந்திருக்கேன். ஸோ அதுலேயும் கொஞ்சம் டைம் போச்சுன்னா, maybe 5 years from now, if you ask me the question, I can give you a better answer. Shri Satyanarayanam Upasmahe Nityam, Shri Satyanarayanam Upasmahe Nityam Satyajnanandamayam Sarvam Vishnumayam Hari.
So you grew up there. Any plans to record music and eventually win a Grammy award?
I mean, that's if it's in God's plan, sure. I'm gonna keep recording music. And my next album, like I said, will be in English, will be in multiple languages. There'll also be Tamil in it. But yeah, to get that kind of recognition from something like the Grammys would be great. But one thing I've learned is not to chase awards. I'd rather make an album that is super impactful, that is really embraced by people all around the world. And as a byproduct of that, if something like the Grammys happens, then amazing. So I won't say it's a goal to get a Grammy. It's a goal to make an album that I can really get behind and feel super proud of. And if acclaim comes from that, then I'm obviously going to be happy. Yeah.
ஸ்ரீராம் சார், இந்த நிகழ்ச்சி டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ஆட்கள் வருவாங்க. ஒரு லவர்ஸ் வருவாங்க, அப்பா மகன் வருவாங்க. அவங்களுக்கு எந்த மாதிரி பாட்டு நீங்கள் பாடுவீங்க?
ஸோ எனக்கு ஒரு டிஃப்ரெண்ட்டான பாட்டெலாம் அமைஞ்சிருக்கு career. So you take a Maruarte, which is a love song, then you have Karnana Kanne, which is father and daughter, Kurumba, father and son, then just these different kind of emotions. So we'll perform all of those. And what I think I love about my shows and about the way me and my band perform is we don't really anyone can come and enjoy it. It's definitely for any age group, from a little 4 or 5-year-old to the oldest person, and they can have fun. Yanana and the shows, the biggest thing we do is we make sure that we perform without apology. We perform without any inhibitions. So if we do that, then automatica the audience also feels like they can get up and dance and move and clap. And again, from the youngest to a 19-year-old teenager who wants to be cool, to a 70-year-old elder person who just wants to come and have a good time and move about. There's no it's just a very pure energy that gets formed in these shows, and that's what I love most about them. Yeah.
Sid, apart from recordings, what does to you performing on the stage personally, or what do you feel inside when you're performing on the stage?
When I perform on stage, again, my mind is off. I'm just in another zone, kind of. It feels like another energy from elsewhere has come, and I'm just channeling that. And there's an interaction between me and my band members where we'll all like look at each other, and there'll be this intensity where we're all sharing in this collective joy, and that joy goes out to the audience. So I don't really think about anything. I'm just trying to, like I said, be empty. It's almost like a form of meditation where you forget yourself and you just become a center for this energy to go off. Like the one thing I tell myself before I go on stage is be an energy center. Like just collect and give. That's kind of like the idea. But I don't think about anything. The minute you start thinking on stage, that's when the show starts going down. So that can be anything from a cinema show, independent music, Carnatic music, all of them. It's just you want to go there, just be present, and just surrender to the moment. உன்னை நினைச்சு நினைச்சு உருகி போனே மெழுகா, நெஞ்ச உதச்சு உதச்சு பறந்து போனா அழகா, யாரோ அவளோ என்னை தீண்டும் காற்றின் விரலோ, யாரோ அவளோ தாலாட்டும் தாயின் குரலோ, உன்னை நினைச்சு நினைச்சு உருகி போனே மெழுகாய், நெஞ்சு உதச்சு உதச்சு பறந்து போனா அழகா. Thank you.